Hey everybody, in this short video I'm just talking about data gathering through marking dates of errors and fast piano progress. Just a simple idea of when you're performing for yourself, when you're performing for others, just circling, marking, indicating in some way where you messed up, where things went wrong, and writing today's date so that you know when that happened. It's basically as simple as that, and that can help you to greatly improve your piano progress. And on this channel, I hope to share with you strategies, thoughts, mindsets, ideas, etc., often of my own creation that I hope will help you in your piano playing, hopefully other areas of your life as well. So I think I'll just say quickly, data gathering, just getting more information about what's gone wrong so that those issues and problems don't persist in the future. Just very broadly, it's a good idea to do it. If you keep missing notes in the same area, circle, mark that you missed notes in that area, circle the given, write the name of the note or notes. If you tend to keep rushing in a given area, you keep speeding up, circle that area and write "don't rush" in plain English, or whatever you need to do to remind yourself to not rush in the future, right? It sounds silly almost, it sounds too simplistic, but a lot of people don't actually do this. And there's of course many other ways to data gather as well. You can record yourself, you can take notes. I'm not going to give any kind of complicated strategy or insights around this in this video. I just wanted to say that marking areas that went wrong, marking errors, and then just writing today's date, including the year, very simple way to drastically improve performance as long as you look at the markings that you've written at all. And I say the year because if you're anything like me, I have childhood piano books. It could say September 4th or something, and I don't know if it's from like 1997 or 2002 or whatever it may be. And so it might seem like too much, but yeah, just write the years. Right now it's September 1st, 2024, 9/1/24. If you mark that, it might prove surprisingly useful later to see like, oh, certain areas are clustering together, but that was actually all like a year or 2 years ago. And then you might erase some of them and you might mark new ones with today's date or the given year if some time has passed. It'll also allow you to see if patterns change over time. So yeah, I think, for instance, if you record yourself, you could also remember, but just through playing it and then just write down and then writing down, marking the mistakes that went wrong. But if you record yourself, it'll be even easier because you can slow down, you can pause, you can rewind, and play it back if you haven't caught all the errors, and then you can mark your music, circle those areas. I'm going to show you an example of a former student's music, Canon in D. Now, full disclosure, this might be a little bit too much possibly, but for this student, I actually circled specifically whether he missed both hands or he missed one hand, so you can see all these different types of circles. And in true nitty-gritty fashion, which I love, I then indicated the exact dates, exactly when things went incorrectly. And so we can safely assume that this student's going to miss this chord if this data is holding true. Well, this was last year though. But so we would have to see, like in 2024, are some of these clusters changing? And so I would bet that student's going to mess up there, that he's not going to mess up here because there's no markings here ever. Apparently this always goes well. And then he's probably going to miss this chord. And this one, I only have like 2 dates here. And so there's not as much data to indicate that he would mess up. And yeah, but obviously the more circles, the more clusters that there are, the more likely it is that there could be something that goes wrong. And in this case, this is like later in the year too, is in October. And so we can see that this is something that has held true over time, that there's continued to be some issues there. So we should really look into that. So hopefully you can see, even just from this one example, how useful this potentially is. I don't think many would choose to do this on their own. You certainly can make a copy, have an extra copy in case you're afraid it'd get too messy, but very, very revealing, very useful, and especially if you use recordings and you're able to go back and listen again and mark the specific areas, specifically right, specifically left, which specific notes, or is it both, and then just see where the circles cluster. And I think you'll be surprised at how useful it is. Anyway, let me know what you think of this idea. Have you done something like this before? Questions, thoughts? And please like, subscribe, let people know about the channel if you found this useful. I'm looking forward to the next one.